see here. Okay. Tonight I'm going to be talking about, let's talk about love. Love couples. Let's talk about couples. Or let's do an energy read on couples. How did that sound? Okay. Okay. I'm picking up, um, well, I'm picking up a lot. A lot. I'm picking up quite a few people. I don't know if they're maybe getting in a relationship. I'm hearing they're getting into relationship. These are people getting into new relationships, and it's like about 5 or 6 of them start new relationships, and they're starting new relationships with, and I'm getting hoarse too. They're starting new relationships out with. It seems like maybe a soulmate, but then it could be a could be soulmates, um, or it could be starting relationships out with um, divine masculines that they have not met before, or been in a relationship with. It seems as though, from what I'm picking up, it's starting out as people that they know are going to be introduced to on the job, job related. They will start out working together, and the next thing you know, they will be in relationships. And these relationships are going to be very solid, very profound, long lasting, loving relationships. And you will not be able to see one without the other. It won't be no one running around town and the other one left at home while the other one is on the opposite side of town doing this and that. No, you will not see one without the other. These are real, true relationships. And I'm hearing that these relationships are bound together by God. And then I see relationships, I would say probably maybe about 4 couples in relationships. But these relationships are with someone from their past, but these relationships are not going to last. These relationships are already bad from the start, and it's like I see a breakup and then a getting back together. And my advice to you, when you do break up with someone, is usually a reason why you done broke up with them. And when you try to overlook what God is showing you, and you step out of that boundary of your own clairvoyancy, your own insight, your own way of actually seeing what God is showing you, and you know that it's God that's showing you this. When you're ignoring this completely and you get back in a relationship with someone, well, usually that relationship ends up being a lot worse than what it was before you left it the first time. And when you do that, you only set yourself up. Yes, yourself, because remember, it was you in that relationship from the beginning, not them. That type of relationship where you are in a relationship as 2 people, but it's only one person doing all the work. That relationship. So when you overlook all the signs and the ethnicities that God send you, and then you continue to be in that relationship, you're only going to get what you have entitled to. If you know that this person was bad or mistreated you or cheated on you or what have you from the past, and you broke up with them, and then whatever reasons you got back with them, you only get what you deserve, right? Can we agree on that? Because when you left them, you should have stayed gone. So if what I see in these relationships where they're not working out, they even became worse than what they were from the start. Nobody's going to get hurt in them, but they should have, because you just end up getting your heart broken over again. But the heartbreak seems to be a little bit stronger, than what it was before. So you want to be careful in relationships like that. When you are in a relationship and there is no equal give or take, only one person is reciprocal, then you need not to be in that type of relationship, because 2 people should be reciprocating back and forth to each other. It should not be just the one person. It should be 2. And so, yes, it never works out. It never, because everything's cast upon that one person to do. And that's not fair It's not really a relationship. You cannot look at it as a relationship, and it's not fair. And then the next thing I see is maybe about a good 15 people in relationships, and these are they're not hey, jeez, they're not they're not relationships like the relationship that I just uh, uh, talked about. The ones that's in the solid relationship, real true relationship, true love relationships. It's not like that, but it's like they do have really strong love for each other, but it's shared out in a whole different way than like in a bonding relationship. The relationship is there, but this is like through contract, their love and bond for each other grows more and more. But for some reason, they don't, or they probably feel as though they don't need that relationship part to identify and recall to them who they are and what they mean to each other. Maybe that's what it is. I'm assuming that's got to be what it is because I see some wonderful good things with that. So obviously, it's like a person that's been with a person for a while, for a long time, and they don't want to get married because to them, they're reaching the benefits of someone that's married, um, and they see themselves in a relationship with that person as someone better than in marriage because they see marriage as just only by tide of agreement through a piece of paper, and they mean more to each other than that title and agreement through a piece of paper. That's how they see it now. Your love and your compassion towards someone is based upon how you two view each other. So that's how they feel about marriage. So yes, and this couple, they feel like they are a couple, but they don't live. They both have their own places. They both have their own companies, their own incomes. They're doing their own thing. They're both very successful, but they hold a deep love for each other. But they do it, with the respect that okay, I can love you and you can love me, but I have this over here that I'm doing and you doing this over here. We can continue to do what we've been doing so long as we meet each other at the end of the day for dinner or whatever. You go to your place and I go to mine. That's how they do it. Yes, that is how they do it. And so, there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way you want to be in a situation involving love. Love is not just all, I guess, being in a true solid relationship and got to really just live there up under each other 24/24. You can live at your place, I can live at my place. We can get together and do things together or whatever. My nose is really, really itching. And be happy. And they very much happy. But they live like that. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. That's again, true love. But in a very unique, different way. And so then, when you are in these relationships, you want to, like I say, you do want to make sure everybody's bringing their forefront. Everybody's pulling together, they working together, and it's a give and take situation. You giving, I'm giving, we both giving and taking. You giving, I'm receiving, and I'm giving to you, and you receiving. So, it goes both ways, not one way. It is no such thing as a 30-40, a 50-50, none of that. You're supposed to be doing the same exact thing together as a couple if you're going to be in a relationship or if you're going to call yourself in love with somebody in a relationship. So, that's all I got to say about that right now. That was a real quick energy read. I could say more, but my time is almost short here. So we're going to end it right there. And I hope everyone enjoyed that read and take heed to it and listen to the advice. And hey, be happy. That's what it's all about. Bump. Being happy. Yes. Okay. Bump. Come on. Da. go. Why did this be playing with me?